What's up, boys? This is Contango coming at you from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And today we are doing Italy turn 4 in the game that I'm playing against Piloto and Corporal Clegg of G40 Alt Universe. So again, Italy turn 4. Apologize, I'm kind of losing my voice here. I've been a bit sick the last few days. So hopefully it's going to hold out for the rest of the turn, but it might be a little quieter than usual. So let's, I guess, start off with just a quick flyby of what the map looks like at the start of Italy's turn. You can see those two fleets, the American and the UK fleet, are sitting there in Sea Zone 39. A lot of stuff in UK 4. All that American stuff is in UK 4. Just didn't. I was running out of space, so it's sitting up there in that independent neutral territory for right now. A lot of German units sitting in here, also up here. Russians backed off last turn from G6. We'll look more at the Italians in a minute. China took out this Japanese city last turn. Japanese heading more to the east here. They've taken most of that French island in the bottom. Not sure if I showed this before, but that's where the fleet is, the Japanese fleet. Anyway, so that's kind of what the board looks like at the beginning of Italy's turn. Here is just some summary information. Axis currently have 9 cities and are way behind on income. So let's see what Italy can do to help that situation. All right, so first things first, the purchases. Italy had 33 IPCs, and we are spending 30 and saving 3, and purchasing 2 mechanized infantry, 1 tank, 2 regular infantry, and a fighter. All right, so let's get into the combat moves. Let me pause for a minute and jump into my tripod here. All right, here we go. So lots of arrows here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. So let's start off with up in R28. We are going to move into there with everything from PA 12. So that is 15 infantry, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 tanks, and 4 artillery moving in there. Along with these 2 mechanized infantry from I4. 2 Russian defenders. Sorry, that was not in the best spot on the screen, but I think you can see it. Okay. Next, let's do these transports. All right, so this one transport here in 88 is going to pick up the 2 infantry from F8, or 2 of the infantry from F8. I think there's 3 there. And it's going to drop them in UK 28. Also, this transport from 87 is going to pick up an infantry and an artillery from I5 and head over into Sea Zone 89 as well. And drop off in UK 24. That's the 1 infantry there. Okay, there's 1 fighter that was on the aircraft carrier in 88. It's going to go 1-2 into Sea Zone 28. It'll have 2 movement remaining. Also, this tactical bomber from F8 is going to go 1, 2, 3. Have 1 movement remaining from UK 28. This 1 infantry from F9 is going to go into PA 13. This tank from F8 is going to go through F9 and into UK 23 and take that. The mechanized infantry is going to wait for the non-combat move. Along with our amphibious assaults here, we're going to have this cruiser, battleship, and aircraft carrier are going to move into Sea Zone 89, as well as this cruiser from 87 is going to go 1, 2. So we will have 2 cruisers, a battleship, and an aircraft carrier. I think that's it. Let me just pause here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so I think that's fine. The only thing I need to specify here is the battleship is going to bombard UK-24, and the 2 cruisers are going to bombard UK-28. All right, so I think that's it for combat moves. Now, I didn't actually discuss this with Corporal Clegg, but I presumed he would not. He does have a fighter here that I kind of forgot about, that he can scramble. Now, I presume he's not going to do that against 2 cruisers, a battleship, and an aircraft carrier. So if you decide otherwise, Corporal Clegg, we can re-roll this out, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that would be a no in this case. So we'll go ahead and start rolling things out here. So I guess we should start with amphibious assaults. So let's do UK-28 first. So we've got 2 infantry, a fighter, a tactical bomber, and 2 cruiser bombardments against 2 British infantry. All right, so here's our 2 infantry. We've got 2 cruiser bombardments, 1 fighter, and 1 tactical bomber. That's 3 hits, we only needed 2. So then let's do the defenders. So 2 infantry, and they get 1 hit. All right, so these 2 infantry are gone, but we're left with 1 Italian infantry to take the territory. So that's good, as it's worth 3. Okay, so let's do UK-24. We've got an infantry, an artillery, and a cruiser. Sorry, a battleship bombardment. So these are going to be the infantry and artillery that are paired, and then the battleship bombardment. And we got 3 hits, we only needed 1. And then the defender got a hit as well. All right. So we'll lose our infantry along with the UK infantry. And the other rolling, I believe, is up here. So there's 2 defenders in R28. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my artillery and my mechanized infantry, so that'll be 8 at 2. Maybe I'll roll the tanks as well. Hopefully that should give me enough hits. We won't bother with the infantry, but let's go ahead and try that. So this is going to be 4 artillery and 4 mechanized infantry and 2 tanks. And we get 3 hits, we only need 2. And the 2 defenders, infantry and artillery, get no hits. Alright, so Russian infantry and artillery are gone. Alright, and everything else was a walk-on. So, okay, let's take care of the income right now. So this is going to be 1 off of Russia onto Italy. So Italy up 1. Russia is over here, down 1. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off of the UK. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got the UK at 25, Italy at 37. Get rid of this flag. All right, so I think we're good there. Let us do non-combat moves. So first things first, these two planes that were in UK 28 are going to land on the carrier. This mechanized infantry from F9 is going to go through UK 23 and end with the artillery in UK 24. Sorry, I got to pause it for a minute. I'm going to sneeze. Well, I made it 11 minutes without sneezing or coughing at you guys, so that's not bad. Okay, so we moved the mechanized infantry here. This AA gun from F9 is going to go into PA 13 with the infantry. This AA gun from PA 12 is going to go into R28 with all of his friends there. You know what? Let's take a second and clear out all these red arrows. It's just getting a bit messy. All right, what's next? So this infantry from I2 is going to go into UK 22. This infantry from I1 is going to go into UK 21. The tank and the two mechanized infantry from I1 are going to go 1, 2 into I4. Sorry, I'm not sure if I had everything on the screen there, especially when I was moving this AA gun. But anyways, this one fighter from I5, let's move this a little bit here. So from I5 is going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 into PA10. I think that flag should be there. 3 infantry from I5 are going to go into I1. Everything else is going to stay there, including the artillery. Okay, this submarine from 86 is going to go 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? Yes, now you can. Into 83. This destroyer from 87 is going to go into 86. That's 2 destroyers there now. This transport from 88 is going to join them in 86. This sub from 87 is going to move 1 to the right to 88 to convoy. This sub from 117 is going to go 1, 2 into 103 to convoy. That might be it. Oh, I'm missing the bomber. Okay. So up here, G17, the bomber is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into I5. And if I'm not mistaken, we've moved just about everything, with the exception of a few units in I5. Okay, let me just pause it here and make sure that I didn't miss anything. All right, one minor adjustment here. I'm going to move this AA gun into I1 as well. The one that was in I5 goes to I1. All right, so I think we're good on non-combat moves. So let's place our units. So we had 2 mechanized infantry and a tank. They are going to be placed in I1. And we had 2 infantry and a fighter. They're going to go into I5. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's do another. Oh, we got to talk about income too. Okay, so I don't see any convoys for Italy at present. So they are collecting 37, plus they still have their national objective of owning 3 of these islands down here. And so that's plus 3 for a total of 40. And they saved 3 as well. So they'll have 43 in the bank. Collecting 40, but 43 in the extra 3 in the bank. So, okay, so let me just do one last check to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I think we'll do a little flyby, and then we'll call out the units. You know what? I did miss something. I missed this 1 infantry from F8. It's going to go into F9. Okay, so do one little flyby of the map at the end of the turn, and then I'll call out the units. And then up next will be Piloto. He'll have ANZAC and France, which is mainly ANZAC because France does not have very many units left. Well, I guess they kind of do up here, but I'm going to guess they're not going anywhere. So, okay, let's call out the units. So, starting with naval units, we have 1 sub in Sea Zone 83 over here. We have in Sea Zone 86 2 destroyers and a transport. We have in 88 1 sub. In 103 1 sub. In 89 we have 2 transports, 2 cruisers, 1 battleship, 1 aircraft carrier, a fighter, and a tactical bomber. On PA 15 we have 1 infantry. You know what? Back up here. In I-5 we have 2 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tactical bomber, 1 strategic bomber, and 2 fighters. In I-1 we have 3 infantry, 2 AA guns, 2 mechanized infantry, 1 tank. In UK-21 we have 1 infantry, UK-22 1 infantry, I-4 2 mechanized infantry and 1 tank. In F9 1 infantry, UK-23 1 tank. In PA-13 1 infantry and 1 AA gun. UK-24 has 1 mech and 1 artillery. UK-28 has 1 infantry, and up here PA-10 has 1 fighter. R-28 has 15 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 AA gun, 4 mechanized infantry, and 2 tanks. So I think that's everything. So apologies if I was a little spacey on this one, and hopefully I didn't screw up anything too bad. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.